one sentence stories.
Yes.
Right? One sentence. Yes. Any story.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Mine.
Cat.
Once.
Two.
No.
When.
On.
Trying.
To.
Masturbate.
My cat wants to know when I'm trying to masturbate.
Keep going.
One more. I said one more. Okay. What was that?
You start.
There's
Always.
someone.
Masturbating.
My bro texted me, I'm picking up the phone. The hoe texted me, I left that shit alone. I get a bag and dip, then I'm heading home. I find your deepest fears with this Google Chrome. You know it's AJD, but that's me. David Red Hot V, they all wanna autograph, tell them get off me. Bitch, on my way back, now she pleasing me. That's crazy, cause that's really how it be. Don't text my phone, it's on D&D. I'll give you a tag, no DMV. Did what I want and would walk free. No, I can't even do that shit.
Hello. Hello. We're here with one of our favorite pair of brothers, I'd say.
That was a good save.
That
was a good save.
This is my favorite pair of nuts. No, brothers. No.
Yeah, he goes, we're here with one of, and I was like, oh no.
Leave me in the dust,
We have had multiple guests before too. Oh no.
No, so this is Ben. We've talked about Ben.
I'm Ben.
Multiple times. I don't know where to begin.
Now you have a name to a face of
a beautiful face.
Of Herm.
Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Gorgeous. This is even equally as beautiful.
Even equally as beautiful.
And they look alike.
Yo.
I
don't think so.
I disagree.
Everyone says that, bro.
Absolutely disagree.
I don't know. Everyone says that about all the siblings, bro.
No.
I swear to God.
Civil
If they
disagreement.
look at me and my sister, you guys look alike. You guys could
See,
be twins.
same with mine.
Yo,
bro. You're like same nose, man.
Oh, no shit.
And-
We're siblings. She's
and-
my sister.
And they don't look like at all. Ben just always gets so pissed when I'm saying it. I've said it like
so upset.
4 times already, and he always gets upset.
Okay, so
Don't look alike. No, can I stop that?
Ben, what are you on, bro? What are you doing?
Oof, everything. School, drugs. No, no. Just kidding.
Not anymore.
My dad's a cop. What? No.
He's 6 hours sober.
No.
Show him the chip. Show him the chip.
Yo. Chip.
I don't even know where it's at.
No. You already lost it.
What's up? Are you a college student?
I'm a college student.
Middle school.
I'm whipping it up in the kitchen with
Take a deep breath, bro.
I whip it up in the kitchen with
And Dominos,
Domino's.
which you guys just heard about the manager. I don't know if we told you about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not out yet.
That could be. Oof,
Man.
that is a storm to be weathered.
All right, what about you, brother? Where are you on?
What am I on?
What's your name?
What's up, I'm Jacob? How's it
There
going?
it is.
I'm Ben's brother. Hey, damn, man. What's up? I just got back from being overseas a little less than a year ago. I'm active duty military right now. So I'm here, with the boys, supporting y'all. Having a good ass time hanging out with these guys. And so, hot girl shit. Hot girl shit, bro. What's up,
The
man?
funny thing about Jacob is that I met Ben before I met Jacob. Obviously,
Yeah.
we met what year? Freshman year?
Sophomore year.
Okay.
The very beginning. You were the first person I met at school.
Yeah, but yeah, crazy. Sorry about that.
No, that was fire. That's a story itself.
Also, though, Benji then compared to now is insane.
Yeah, and we all
You
saw
showed
it
up
even-
to school every day in like a pantsuit, a button down,
that's for
and a
women?
vest.
But he was
No,
he was on some
fucking
shit.
drippy, Hey, he was staying.
I don't know what it was about that outfit, but
And
it
then-
attracted me.
Yeah,
Like
it also
moth to a
attracted.
light.
It attracted a list.
Oh yeah, bro. Did we tell you about this shit, bro? Did
I
we
was
tell you
there
about
for that
that
shit,
Oh
bro.
man.
Let's hear the beginning.
Okay. So here's the deal. Walked into Mr. Spiegel's class.
Our
worst guy.
Our chemistry teacher.
Not really the worst guy. I don't know if Zach was.
Yeah,
Right. Just
Zach.
demolishing him all day.
Okay. So basically, I walked in very first day of school, second block before we got switched, and I walked in.
Yeah, we got.
And I was walking all confident and stuff. trying to like attract people, I guess, like just to like get to talk to people.
You were a confident fellow. I'm not gonna get. I'm not. I'm gonna give you that. Like he walked in, but I'm saying then he walked in, bro. I was like, damn, he's been going here for a year.
And I turned that chair around and sat on it with the chair facing my chest. I was like, this is an alpha move.
Did that?
Bro, this is an alpha move.
In the middle of the class, at the front desk, right next to the right in front of the smart board, bro. Like I was like,
that chair creeps so much.
I was like, no way, he just did that. Like I was in the back, just like, wow.
And then I don't know where Hobby from left field says, my friend Alyssa thinks you're hot. And I was like, this is a W. Haley's already my home.
So that was making money, baby.
I was trying.
No.
Do you remember the fit exactly?
Oh, yes, I do actually. I still have
it hung up.
But
my closet
it was
framed.
the Alyssa tractor. No, it was a blue button-up shirt.
I got it written down right here.
Iron Man suits, and he just scrolls through them.
This is the one that Henry Cavill wanted to wear.
Mach 12, Mach 9.
I don't know. Mark, there it is.
I was wearing
Jesus.
I was wearing some Jordans that I used to have. They don't fit me any longer. And then I was wearing a navy blue shirt, button up, short sleeve. And then I was wearing
he couldn't be lying right now.
No, dead serious. And then it was like a light gray, like nicer shorts that you button and zip up and that have belt loops.
He was looking heat then.
Yeah.
I've only ever worn one pair of Jordans.
Two pair of Jordans?
One pair of Jordans on like two separate occasions.
1-2s, baby, come on now.
I've never worn Jordans like that.
I remember the day that you introduced me to Benji. You were just like, hey, this is my friend Benji. And he comes up to me and goes, hey! And he shakes my hand.
Nice to meet you.
And I was like, cool. And like, that's like one day you just switched. And like,
You think so?
No, I'm saying switch as in like
hardcore into drugs.
he was like,
No.
bro,
Never done drugs in my entire life.
Yeah, let's stop doing that.
Yeah, he like was
Giving
wearing
me a
like
bad rep.
long sleeve button downs, vests, khakis, and like Sperry's every day to school.
Asparagus? What?
Sperry's.
Oh,
It's like a nice like men's boat shoe.
yeah.
One day, this kid just shows up in sweatpants and a hoodie, and I was like, this kid is real. Like he's actually human. And he doesn't fully
For
dress.
me, bro,
like,
it was like I talked to Ben one day, and usually when I've always been the guy to talk to a new student. Like I swear to God, and I swear to God, bro, I talked to David Cornstalk.
David Cornstalk. Western Louisiana.
I talked to him for a day. And he never spoke to me after that. He never spoke
like
to
this
me.
dude. Bad news,
Bro.
Yeah, bad vibes.
Very first day I met Javi, that we hopped on Fortnite when it was popular still.
No.
And I'm a very religious
bro.
person. I grew up in a Christian family.
Maybe.
I probably played with you,
Back in the
bro.
day, bro.
And I hop in, and by nature I was like, hey Javi, you got a belief system? And my mom's like, yeah, I'm a Satanist. And then I muted my mic like really instantly, and I was like, I gotta leave. And so as soon as I flipped on my mic, and I was like, yeah, I think I gotta. And he's like, bro, I'm just messing with you. And then,
so funny.
and then I was like, oh. And then he was like, actually, I'm not messing with you. Absolutely Satanist. And I was like, I didn't even know what to do.
Crazy.
Then I figured out Javi's actually not a Satanist. But that was our first interaction.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
And I was.
That's how I knew, bro. He was there to die, bro. He was like, all right. He laughed it off. He was there.
Imagine if I got offended and I was like, oh my god!
That's what I'm saying. If, like, you didn't get offended and then you
That was a
stuck it
test.
out. Yeah, I guess so. But,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm resilient.
I want to tell the story about how I met David and Javi, though.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Yo, this is back on my brother Benji's birthday. It was his 18th birthday, I
We
believe.
talking about this.
And so I pull
About this the
up,
other day.
bro. I had been overseas for like a long ass time, man. So I pull up. This is my first birthday with him. It was like super like exciting. I was excited to meet all of his boys. And so I pull up and I walk in the door. I just got back from the store getting some shit or something like that.
Did you get tired?
Yeah,
Your tire like exploded.
Yeah, my fucking tire blew up. My shit ripped off the fucking wall. I look at this shit. I'm like, bro, my brother had to come on his 18th birthday and help me.
I checked
my fucking tire. My dumbass didn't know how to do
He
it.
left his own party to go
Bro,
pick up his brother.
it was cold as fuck.
Oh,
it was
man.
cold as
I rolled
fuck.
up in some
cold.
shorts.
He's pissed as fuck at me. He's like, how the fuck do you not know how to do this? You're 20 years I was 20 at this point. He's like, you're 20 years old and don't know how to do this. I was like, man, what do you want me to do? Anyway, so I pull up, we get back, I get my car towed. We pull up to the house and I walk in and I see Javi with the shirt all the way up. I walk in. I walk in. And I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Oh my god!
And they're taking like Axe, they're taking like all this other shit,
Like spray antiperspirant and just fucking murdering our
freezing
nipples, bro.
their nipples, bro. That shit was white hot, bro. Freezing that shit. I was like, all right, deuces.
I want to take a quick time out.
Oh my god!
My nipple hurt so much.
Like 3 days after.
And I was the last one to show up, and they were like, "You got to do both." And I was like, "I ain't no bitch. Fuck it. I just got my shirt. They sprayed both. My right one that got axed was fine. My left one that got antiperspirant peeled after 2 days, bro. My nipples started peeling.
Bro, my shit
I
got
was
bruised.
so pissed.
My shit got bruised, man.
Yeah, bro, it's like pink and purple. I was upset.
Dang, bro, that's crazy.
That is fucking crazy.
Okay, so while we were off camera, me, Jacob, and Ben were all talking. And Jacob told a story that I legitimately have not heard a story this funny in so long. So, Jacob, please tell the story exactly like you told me.
I got you. So this last year, I met this girl through my brother, and
No, we gotta go. Continue.
okay. So we started dating, right? And so we had hung out, you know, did dirty shit like that, whatever. So she came down to stay.
Hold up. Did you guys touch noses?
Yeah, man. Touch noses.
That's those Eskimo kisses.
You guys butterfly kisses?
Butterfly kisses. Butterfly kisses,
so cute.
bro. Yo, man.
That is.
And so she came and stayed down with me for a weekend, right? Went up and played. And so, you know, we're chilling at the crib and we're hanging out. And so we're just vibing. And in the middle of nowhere, bro. Random shit. I was sitting there minding my business. I smelled something real bad. I was like, what the fuck? I look over my left, and this bitch right here straight cupped her shit, bro. Cupped her part and was like wafting it. In my face. I dead ass. She was dead ass. She started dying laughing. I was like, what the fuck? What?
The fuck are you doing?
She's like, do you like it? Like pushing it up to my face, bro. Like, do you like it? I was like, you dirty fucking rat. I was like, you fucking beluga whale looking bitch.
Did not just waft her
fucking cheese on my face, bro. That shit was
cuddling
terrible.
the chick, and you just hear like, and you just look over and you.
Bro, pile driving
And you just gotta sit there and just like
the next motion as the next motion as a man, bro, is this shit.
What's good?
You know, and the worst thing is I had to wake up next to her the next morning because it was on Saturday. She was leaving on a Sunday, bro. So I had to stay in my own bed, bro, with this fucking whale, bro.
I would have slept on the floor.
I regret that.
I would have been like, you can.
You should have put her on the floor, man.
Oh god,
no, on the floor.
I would have straight up like went full Lil Dicky and pillow talk and just said, you can have the bed, I'll sleep on the floor.
Bro, I would have
fuck it.
Bro, let some towels down, bro.
Yeah.
Call it good.
I would have put pillows in between us.
Wait, where were you
and just
guys at?
made the whole colony.
So we were down in OKC, right?
Okay.
So this is where I'm currently living right now.
Alright.
So she came down to stay in OKC with me, And it was supposed to be a normal weekend, bro. Like, it was good up until nightmare struck, bro. Bro, this was... I genuinely think that this was a building block of why I broke up with this bitch.
Wait, that wasn't the reason why you broke up with her?
There was other reasons. That was the main one.
That was the base, and everything else that pissed you off stacked on top.
Imagine that argument. My mom doesn't like you. My dad says it's bad vibes.
So many legitimate reasons.
Bro,
You
want your your forehead's too big.
Let your mom and your dad give her a chance.
Bro, she was built like a fucking summer squash too, which is the worst thing.
You guys
summer squash.
You guys disrespected her.
He took that fart waft to the heart, bro.
Dude, he took that detrimental.
But that is also so disrespectful. Dude, she really at another man's house.
Okay, I guess.
Bro, she thought it was being funny too. She thought it was funny. I was like, you dirty. I was like, you dirty fucking sewer rat.
Is there a certain point in a relationship where that's okay?
No.
Fuck no.
No.
Hell,
that's like sharing a toothbrush with your significant other.
Now,
there's some boundaries.
There's a certain like level in the relationship where like I don't care what stage we're in. Like you could be on the first date, and if you let one rip on the first date, I'll think it's funny. Whatever, we'll laugh it off. We'll continue. But as soon as you rip it and blow it towards me, that's when we have problems.
It's like this bitch is actually psychotic.
What's the difference between you know how you've seen those clips where it's like a guy farting in a blanket and he covers his
Dutch oven?
Yeah, he should have Dutch oven me, but it was like took like a gas.
She said,
I was like,
inhale. He sucked it in and got asthma instantly. He said,
I had to go see the doctor the next day, bro.
Man looked like Darth Vader when his mask broke after Emperor Palpatine. He said,
bro, I felt like have you seen those Ziploc bags where you suck the air out of it?
Vacuum sealed that bitch?
Like just cut my face and inhaled it, bro.
She petrified you, bro. Literal format.
Dude, fucking dust. Dust flew out that bitch.
Petrified.
That is vile.
Oh, disgusting.
Oh my god, I don't think I've had anything that gross happen to me.
Yeah.
I don't think. Anthony, you've had some gross shit happen to you.
Yo.
He said,
what?
Only by you.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Mommy? Sorry.
Let's just say that bitch got blocked the next day, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
She would have been blocked before she left.
Dude, and the worst thing is, the worst thing
is to drive back to 9 o'clock. I can't host you no longer.
The worst thing is so. The worst thing is, so I broke up with her actions.
I've analyzed it, man. I've forgiven myself. I think you just gotta go.
You know it's bad when you have post-nut clarity pre-nut.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Bro, the worst thing.
Pre-nut clarity, bro?
Pre-nut clarity is like so unheard of, but a wafting fart to your mouth, that'll do it.
Bro, that will do it. The worst thing is, so after we broke up many different times, like just arguing and shit like that.
Okay.
She would call me every single night, bro, and trying to beg me. Like she's like, I dreamt about you. I can't get you on my. I'm like, bitch, leave.
I still smell your fart.
I tasted it. Was that onions and ketchup?
You somehow gave me COVID, bro.
COVID.
You gave me COVID fart, bro. What the fuck is up with you?
He had to coordinate himself. She got flashbanged him.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Smoking it out.
Someone said flashbang shipment, bro. That's how I felt.
Oh my god, bro. That's too fucking funny.
And it was like to the month. So from 20 to my 21st, bro. Every single fucking night she would call me or text me or hit me up. I finally blocked her, and she tried to victimize me, which is the crazy thing. She's like, you made me be this way, like all this shit. I'm like, bitch, you're crazy.
You made me waft farts into your mouth.
I was like, you're crazy.
No way she said that,
bro. I swear to God, I have the messages still.
He's got receipts.
I got documentation, bro.
Oh my.
And she hit him up with the most petty thing after they broke up. She was like, I hope you step in a handcuff and that your music gets swiped out.
Bro, so she'd try to get back at me, and of course she's brain dead as fuck. So she's like, bro,
this girl is a great enemy.
dude, I'm telling you,
enemy,
bro. I hate her.
your enemy.
There is some unresolved anger there.
Dude, this turned therapy. This turned into therapy quick, bro.
Give her a tap on the snout.
Dude, bro, she's got us now, bro.
I didn't get none of this
bro.
short story I got on camera.
But so the dumbest shit is so. And so after the fact,
we just get into the dumbest part of this.
So after the fact, there was like one night.
The dumbest part.
Bro, there was one night. So I was driving back to OKC from staying on a weekend up here, and so I'm sitting in this parking lot at my place, and so I get a text from her. And she's like asking me, like, trying to get back with her and all this other bullshit. And I'm like, no, I'm not getting back with you. Like, you're crazy. Like, you got issues. Like, you can't control your emotions. Like, all this.
Can't control your emotions.
Yes, bro. It was so much more. She was just like a fucking wreck, bro.
Yeah.
And so I sent her a video because I was like sitting in my party. I didn't feel like texting. I was like, I just don't see us together. I want to say like, quite frankly, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's the best way.
I don't see us together.
That's the best
Quite frankly, I can't be bothered. Genuinely, I can't be bothered.
So she hits me up. She's like a paragraph long. I'm like, I hope you step on a pine cone. I hope you get early erectile dysfunction. I hope all this other shit. I just fucking laugh.
I hope you step on a pine cone.
Bro, yeah, she's like, I hope you spill coffee on your nice clothes the rest of your life. I hope you fucking stub your toe in every single wall or whatever. Like, all this
I hope you get constipated tonight. Fuck you mean?
Okay,
Get out of here.
I hope you have a rough Kleenex.
Yeah, it was something.
let's think about it, bro. This wouldn't have ever started if Ben just
tap his mouth shut?
Yeah.
Guys, that was a defensive maneuver. And she was trying to snack on me.
He pushed her off onto me.
You're the worst kind.
Bro, the worst thing is right.
dickhead.
So
You're a dick.
Look at me.
Listen to this.
You hear all the months of pain this man went through.
So
I was right. He said that he didn't want to go through it.
Bro,
so he
dead ass. Passed her off. He gave me the Dutch oven to my heart, bro.
To my heart.
Dude,
Guys, it wasn't built like that.
Bro,
Guys, I didn't see it like that.
Bro, he was trying to go on.
Time out. It just clicked.
Did it just click?
No way.
Yeah, it just
No way.
David was sent into convulsions, and due to that, we're going to be on to the next topic. My brother just recently was spending an entire month in the Mojave Desert, and he went through many different tasks, and he's going to get into that.
Tell us, Jacob.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Story Time once more. Welcome to the new segment. That's what's up. Yo, bring it all in.
Anthony?
Yo, that's what's up.
on, man.
Yep, right here. All right. So, this last month, I spent a whole month, like you said.
Podcast, that probably sound like we was like clapping.
You said, what the fuck?
I didn't say
I'm over there. I'm a mess with you.
And Jacob's in the back like, bring it all in. Bring it all in.
Yo, you're the clapping.
You're all high five.
Anyway, so
you're all dabbing up, bro.
I was doing some real shit deployment training out there, and so going into it, we have a set amount of like vehicles, and you have weapons and all these other different things. And so when you go out there, you have a team of special forces that are hunting you down per se. It's like a big, huge game of like hide and seek / tag, and you have massive open areas. They're called TA, so they're kilometers wide. They're massive open areas of terrain.
This is some master.
And so,
shit,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Master
So
shit.
they're called Op 4, and these guys are fucking Green Berets, like PJJ, like real shit. Like it's scary. Like these guys have seen
Bear Grylls of the United States.
They've killed some people, man. Like real shit. And so they're tasked by the government to go and hunt down soldiers while we're out there, while we're doing our training.
Holy fuck.
So we have our individual training. So we're trying to fire. We're trying to fire our tanks. At the same time, we're also being hunted down by teams of special ops, like special ops 24/7 for 30 days straight. And so I'm out here all hours of the night, knowing that at any time we could get fired upon, we could get gassed, we could get mortar shelled. And of course, all these they're not real. Like mortar shells, of course, we're going to kill our own fucking troops. But they're
Gas bombs are real.
the gas is definitely real. And so, like I said, you got this team rolling in. And so there was one evening that we were in a kind of like a fob, so it's like a small area that's built by vehicles and tents and stuff like that. And so this Op 4, they drive like pickup trucks, like all this other stuff. And so we're sitting there, it's probably 3 a.m. and I'm sitting there on top of the tank, and I'm pulling like guard. It's like 3 in the fucking morning, and I see off in the distance green glow sticks, like from like 3 different areas.
Bro, my heart would have started pounding.
It was. I see like troops running from every like surrounding us, and I'm like, oh hell. And so I'm sitting there and I see these white pickup trucks come flying in. I see a ton of guys jump off. They got gas masks on, full suit.
Estimate, how many guys did you see?
30.
30? Okay.
30. There was like 5 or 6 pickup trucks and 30 guys. They all hop out. They've got AKs. They've got all this other shit. And so I pull up and I just am like sitting there. It's blank. The lights go dark. I'm like, oh fuck. My whole crew is asleep. I'm the only one that's up. And so I'm like, oh shit. And I just hear boom, 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 boom. Explosions everywhere, and it's gas, bro. It's CS gas, and then it's mortar shells that are coming in, and we are no shit getting fucking indirect fire at 3 in the morning. My whole crew's asleep. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, and so we're getting gassed. I see this guy come up from our right, and I'm like, fuck, I can't. I'm mounted on top of this 240. Like, I cannot get down, and so I'm fucking swinging this 240 around. I can't see this guy, and I just see. And I'm like, boom, fucking gas everywhere. I'm flying, I fall, I jump off the top. I don't jump, but I open this door and I fall out. I've got no boots on because it's like 3 in the morning. Right. I'm just like not trying to do that. I've got no boots on. I'm running, I'm gassed. I can't see anything. I can't see nothing. I'm coughing, I'm throwing up everywhere. My crew gets up, they fly out of the tank. And then it's just explosions, and you just hear rockets and gunfire, and it's fucking insane. And so eventually I kind of get my head together, and I hop back into the track, and my chief's like, shut the fucking track, shut the fucking track, shut the fucking track. He's like, go motherfucker. So we hop in, and we're fucking flying out of there. We're gassing. We're sitting there, my chief's like, go faster. So we're probably hitting 40 at this time. We're getting chased. We just see 4 fucking pickup trucks come together. Administration. I'm like, administration. So these 4 pickup trucks are chasing us down. It's dark as fuck. We can't see anything. The terrain is awful.
It's the desert.
It's the fucking desert. It's terrible. And so we can't see anything. And so these pickup trucks, there's just green glow sticks. They're covering the whole pickup truck, chasing after us. We're flying left and right. We're getting shot at by rifles, and we're getting mortar shells thrown at us, and all this stuff. They're dead ass chasing us down. We eventually got out of there, and we made it up onto the top of a hill, right? And so we're going down this hill. We finally get them off our backs. I felt like I was in fucking GTA 5, like fucking 5 stars. It was fucking insane. And so
helicopter later.
I'm like, oh shit! Stop the vehicle! And
That's
so
what it feels like to drive a Ford.
you ever felt?
It feels like to drive a Ford F1.
And so
This is all just a Ford commercial.
I'd like to take this time to thank our sponsor Ford.
And so we get up onto the top of this hill after we finally get 4 off our shoulders, and we drive down. So there's a mountain here and a mountain here. They're right adjacent to each other, and there's a crevice in between it, and so we can't see shit. And so we're driving down, and we take one down, pass it around, and so we get stuck. Yeah, we get stuck in this. We drive down, and we hear something go. And we're like, oh shit, back up there might be a rock in our track, because it's a big huge chain that's attached, like a chain link essentially, that's attached to the vehicle that helps us drive. And thank you. And so we drive down, and we're like, oh fuck, what does that sound? So it's like 4 in the morning, it's dark as fuck out. We got our red lights on because
we just joined a cult.
you can't use white lights in the desert because it shows enemies where you're at. You can see it for miles. Yeah. So we use red lights, and so it's similar to this, and so it's really hard to see. Everything's in red. And so we hop down. It's probably a 5-foot drop from the top of the track down to the ground. We look down, and our entire track is off of our drive sprocket, which is like attached to the actual vehicle, right. Snapped off. And in our drive sprocket, it's like a big, huge cog is what it looks like. And this cog, from the front of it to the back of this thing, is probably 30 feet long. This vehicle is. There is razor wire, like like barbed wire, tangled up and probably like a foot out, completely full. That's like the worst thing that you can possibly happen. It's middle of the fucking dark. We were getting indirect fire, and we fucking break tracks, so we can't drive, mind you. We can't go fucking anywhere.
Okay, so wait, the vehicle breaking down, the tires like just fucking up.
It's not even a tire, so it's the track. The track.
So like, is that just like how did that happen?
So when we're driving, the drive sprocket got stuck up in it, and it snapped off because that razor wire pushed it off. Because it like kind of.
Was there anything you could have done?
No, dude, you can't see anything. It's so dark out, and you can't see anything.
Fucked.
Yeah. So we hop out, and we're sitting there, and we're just like, oh fuck. And the person who's in charge of me is like, dude, I need a fucking cigarette. So we're just sitting down there, and we just like analyze the situation. By morning time, we got it all out, and we fixed our track, which is like miraculous because you're supposed to have a whole recovery team. You're supposed to have an even bigger track come and haul you out. We had none of that. We had some wire clippers and a little hacksaw, bro. And we sat there all night long cutting that shit out. And by the morning time, sunrise came, we got out, fixed the track, and we were out of there.
Let's set to go.
It was crazy. We were the only track. So we had 4 tracks, which they're just tanks. We just call them tracks.
Yeah.
We had 4 tanks in our platoon of people. Every single one of them went down except for our vehicle. We did self-recovery and got out.
That's fucking nuts.
And escaped fucking off board. It was crazy as shit, man. But it was like...
Man, that was one. Hey, bro, what you want?
Hey, bring it all in.
Segment, pizza. Me and Anthony work at Domino's. All right, that's where it started. I have been at the location here in Kansas City for a minute, right? Okay, so
fatty.
I'm a pizza delivery driver, and with that comes lots of drunk stories, lots of pregnant stories, and a lot of high stories.
Wait, what?
Yes.
You got a lot of people pregnant while he was drunk and high.
I'm telling you.
Breadsticks. Fuck you.
Domino's does not have breadsticks. Fun fact. They have bread twists.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on.
$9.99.
You know exactly what's on that. 2 large pizzas, 3 medium. So basically, one of my critically acclaimed stories is basically the dead of winter. Right. I am in the old whip, which lost function of windows. Did not open doors, and AC didn't work. This was a literal oven.
Inside door panel was duct tape.
David would be like
ripped off.
David would come in and he'd be like, "Oh, it's fine. Just rip off the door." And then I just blast it back together.
When you rip off the door, I would shut the door, and it would rip off.
Yeah.
Like, don't make me sound like a bad guy.
No, one of the same. It's right. It's not his fault.
One of the same.
That is called.
One makes me sound like a monster. One makes me.
I mean,
either way.
Sorry.
Dead of winter. I just started working there, and on receipts they get printed off, and they have special instructions on how you're supposed to deliver. This special instruction said, "I'm watching my 3-year-old daughter walk up my stair, open my door, walk up my stairs, open my bedroom door, drop the pizza, and you'll leave." This guy got 6 pizzas in a large, like a 2-liter of root beer. Right, so I'm walking.
2-year-old. Thank you.
Yeah, and so.
Thank you, mama. Thank you, mama.
And so I roll up to this guy's house. It's paint's chipping off. Literally, it looks like I could sneeze in this house and fall.
Fucking crack house.
I open this door up. And he's like, "Yeah, I hear you. Come up the stairs." I had to call him on the phone because he needed me to call him on the phone because he didn't want to wake his 3-year-old daughter. And so he's like, "Yeah, I hear you. Just come up the stairs. It's the first room on the right." And I was like, I'm finna get killed. And I'm okay with it at this point.
I've come to the conclusion, I'm about to fucking die.
No. So basically, I walk up the stairs, right? It's creaking, and he barely creaks the door. He's like, "Yeah, you're almost here. Come on up." And I was like, this is getting real. I have my knife in my pocket. It's clenched, and I'm walking up the stairs. I got everything I can.
Wait, so you have a knife clenched in one hand, and you're carrying 6 pizzas and a 2-liter in the other?
Yeah, bro. I had the 2-liter in the arm, and then they have bags.
Oh, that's right.
Huge bags.
Yeah, they got like the thermal, like...
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'm left arm on crazy mode while I got the knife in the right hand.
Right.
Okay.
And he says, "Yeah, you're right there. Just open up the door."
He's still on the phone with you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I looked down. I was like, boop. He finally hung up, and I was like, okay, this is real. This is real. I open up the door, and my man, he rolls up out of nowhere like Jack Black on a Wednesday, and he's got a robe and custom underwear on, nothing else. And my man has the largest stomach I've ever seen. He comes out, he's the hairiest dude ever. Man's a straight werewolf, and he was like, "What's up, dude?" And I mean, I was like, so confused. And so I was like, I got your pizza. So I rip open the bag, the steam's coming out. He's like, yeah, that looks good. And I give him the pizzas and the root beer. And then I have there's credit card receipts, there's cash tips, and then there's pre-tip. So cash tips, you give you cash. Pre-tips, they put it when they make the order. And then credit tips, they have to write it in. He had a credit tip. So I gave him the credit tip. And I as I pass it to him, I lean over just a little bit. My man doesn't have a 3-year-old daughter. It's top 2 situation in Warzone. And he's using the growl. This is Growl MP5 meta. And
like dead ass, you see this shit?
Yes, I looked over, I was like, yeah, 3-year-old daughter. 3-year-old daughter.
My fucking ass.
3-year-old daughter was his PlayStation 4. And so basically I pass it to this man, and he's like, I really appreciate you coming up in here. Thank you so much. I'm literally in his house, up his stairs. Oh. Like, I'm inside of his house.
What the fuck?
To get out, you gotta go a good
I have to go straight back through his house. I don't know if there's some, like, demon in the basement. I don't know if his 3-year-old daughter...
The gremlin is the 3-year-old daughter.
Yeah, have you ever seen the movie The Texas Chainsaw Massacre or whatever it is called?
I haven't seen it, but this seems
this man's gonna come flying out with a chainsaw.
That's what I was saying.
But here's the craziest part. One of the craziest parts. My man fills it out. It's a $26.18 was the total.
Okay.
And my man, he brought that tip up. He brought the total up to $50. He tipped me over $16. And I was like, anytime you want to be naked and just invite me over, I'll come.
Did you say that?
No. But if a man tips me over $16 to walk up in his house, I'm doing it.
So, bro, because the entire time you told this story, the only thing I could think of was he was just hoping you had the same body build that you do, because he was a bear trying to find his twink.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
With the body build that you're describing of this big ass dude.
No, he wasn't.
Hairy as hell.
Man was built like Danny DeVito.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, he was a big ass dude.
Danny DeVito.
Barrel chested.
Yeah,
barrel
just like massive.
My man,
bruh.
my man was like a bullfrog, vertical bullfrog.
I hope he doesn't listen to this.
If he does, I hope you won that game, bro. I hope you won that game, and you're welcome.
He probably did. He probably got back on the mic.
Dude, he got energized. Energized, baby.
All right, y'all, I'm back.
And so that was one of my craziest pizza stories, besides the manager story, which Anthony touched on last time. But
Pause on touched on.
Okay, what's up with you and like these? I don't know, very homosexual interactions,
dude. I got too many of them.
Do you think you
attract it with your energy?
No. Unfortunately,
you're not gay.
Dude, this is raging male gene.
The Achilles heel of men that are loud and boisterous and funny is that they attract a lot of people, and that also includes guys, in a sexual way. And so,
you're just too damn hot.
I don't know about all that. I don't know, man. I've had multiple guys hit me up, and I mean, if that's your thing, that's your thing. Just don't force it on me.
Have you ever dead ass considered? Yeah, have you ever thought about it
for money?
Absolutely no, absolutely. I've never been.
He looked at me offended.
He was like, "Do it for $100." He said, $100.
David over there, like, man, I did this like last night, calibrated in my mind, thinking about this, but
calibrated in my mind.
Oh, he's trying to silence the press. So yeah, I don't know. Have you
ever encountered like I hear some stories of like you go to a house and the house is just completely abandoned, and someone ordered pizza there, and you're just like, whoa.
I've had a couple. Dude, there's been
like some ghostly, super normal shit.
Super normal.
No, there's been some times, man. I've had like a dude that asked me to like
Rub his back.
Yeah, with barbecue.
Does someone say Bertram?
No, but I've had to walk inside people's houses and I just sit there awkwardly. I've had massive like big dogs like chase me. That actually just happened this shift, and there was a fat pit bull. My man let this out like it was Cerberus from the underworld.
It don't bite. Hey, give your dog.
Dude, I'm ripping that man. And I was like, cute dog. Internally, I'm absolutely wetting myself.
I'd throw the bag
Piss
at
his
him.
pants out as he's standing there.
It was black and it had yellow eyes. And I was like, this is literally just Satan at this point. I was like, what's your dog's name? What's your dog's name? And he's like, oh, that's just Jim.
Lucifer.
Like, hey, yo, my dog named Kaiju. What up with it?
But
Like, you say Kaiju?
but yeah, there's been so many times where I've just been baffled or confused by the interaction. And that happens in store too.
Have you ever, okay, this is a great question. Have you ever delivered a pizza, girl opens the door in a row? What type of pizza is it? Italian sausage. Has there ever type of scenario ever played out?
Whoa, no.
Someone say,
Whoa, hold on, whoa.
No, like dead ass, bro. Has that ever happened?
I don't have any money right now.
Yeah, bro.
I've had people do that with tips. People do that with tips. It's so unfortunate. They'll roll up and they'll be like, that was my dep-up hobby. Sorry.
Oh, there we go. One more.
But basically, I've had it to where people like know that they're not gonna tip you, and they just pretend like they didn't know that they were gonna not tip you.
I didn't put it on the computer.
I was like, and so what I've resulted
and I don't
in,
have a pen either.
I don't have a pen.
This is what I've been resulting
I
to.
forgot my wallet.
I've been going with
I'll
these.
take checks.
I've been going with these huge receipts that they need to sign at the very bottom. And what I'm doing now, I'm done with getting stiffed. So when I see that they're not about to fill it out, I'm like, and if you're choosing not to tip today, can you just please fill a 0 out in that spot there and sign it for me? Then they're instantly like,
Damn.
Damn.
That's smart. So
Dude,
take your
I'm so
zipper down and
tired.
It's like,
no. I just give them a pen and paper. I'm like, hey, can you just go ahead and fill this out for me? And if they miss the spot, I'm like, hey, you missed the spot there. and then they'll either be like, they'll either awkwardly be like, pizza, and then walk away, or they'll be like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to tip. Yeah, it is where you're supposed to tip, Devin. You've been an adult for 15 years now. You know exactly where you need to tip. But it
says TIP, tip.
Devin is a reoccurring customer that doesn't tip, apparently.
It is. I mean, man.
Really?
How much?
Met him?
What?
No, you haven't.
you will though.
Ben,
You will. You will meet him.
You'll meet Devin. You'll meet Devin. With Christmas 3 months away, we're coming into a season of gratefulness. We're gonna start out with some gift giving. Anthony.
Only one.
Yeah,
we're not all giving gifts. Anthony just decided to give me a gift.
Yeah, so I was at Walmart one day, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna give my boys a gift. You know? I'm gonna give my boys a gift. And I was just walking down the aisles, and I seen these big ass pajama pants. Yeah, I got my boys some Kool-Aid Man pajama pants.
They're big as fuck.
So my presents are just. I just know you fucking both of them. Alright, check this one out first.
Check this one out.
You know what that is?
Oh, it's a Harry Potter poster.
Yeah. Go in your room. Because you need it.
Is that why you asked me if I liked Harry Potter earlier?
Yeah, I asked you. I was like, you had like.
No, that was because you showed us that.
Yeah, you showed us the keychain. I was like, oh, you like Harry Potter?
The other one, my boy.
Oh,
Gravity Falls was my shit.
Alright, yeah, let's show what we got.
The fuck?
Okay.
What the fuck?
So why is Gravity Falls so important for us, Anthony?
Hey, bro. Because that shit's crazy. We both.
Oh my god.
I know.
Yo,
look at this.
He only spent $199 after tax.
Where did you find this?
Walmart,
bro.
My man putting his paychecks to good use.
New York Times bestseller,
dude.
New York Times bestseller.
Dude, my man, mad healthy. Mad healthy.
You're gonna be a makeup girl real quick.
Is that? Yeah, look at that. Wow.
This is a poster, but it doesn't look like it yet.
We'll put that up tonight. Thank you, Anthony.
Yes.
That's gonna be the after show, bro.
Okay. Well, why did you why?
Lincoln's assassination. Is that what I just?
What I just witnessed.
Hey, I'm gonna be a great friend today.
Anyway, speaking of winter time, I think we got a little bit of story here. So
Wait, hold up. Thank you, Anthony.
Of course.
Forgot to say that last time.
So kind.
I love you. That was really grateful. I wasn't expecting that.
Thank you for the pants.
Thank you for that.
I always give the pants. Hey, bro.
I knew you would fuck with it too.
Did you really get him the pants?
Yeah. It's like the whole ass crew, man.
And I got them a size larger because
So they're like dumb like girls, and they're just. Okay. Yeah, I'll check. Okay, go.
Anyway, so as we talked about earlier, you know, I'm active duty military right now. So I did a tour overseas in Korea. I've actually done 18 months over there. Thank you. Appreciate that, gentlemen. Should experience. Yeah, the Korean girls are kind of bad though. Not gonna cap on y'all.
Are they?
I do.
I can't.
I'm telling you, man. Oh damn.
Man, they passed with the strap. I've been tallying it up.
Anyway,
How many tallies?
About 75 at this point.
At this specific time, we were going out on a field training exercise to the DMZ, or the DMZ, yeah. And if you guys don't know what the DMZ is, it's a demilitarized zone. So it's the point of where South Korea and North Korea meet, and it's literally just like one border. And you got fences and everything. It's spooky.
It literally it's like a Call of Duty map.
Yeah,
it did like
deadass.
the way like a 2v2 map.
Yeah,
you know,
gunfight,
like
bro.
a gunfight map. It's insane. There's like a line, right?
Yeah, it's a straight painted line.
Yeah.
You got the North Korean embassy right across the way, kind of up on top. So it's to the right. It's canned to the right. So if you're looking where like the sun would rise, it's right up on the hill. So whenever the sun rises, you can see the embassy.
Right.
And so we were doing training. This is when Kim Jong Un was like. I don't know if you guys remember when he got super sick. It was all over the news. And they're like Kim Jong Un is gonna die. He's so sick, and he got super pissed because all these Americans are spreading all these lies about him, and so he got super pissed. And so we got alerted, and so alerts are pretty serious deals when you're in Korea. You get up at any given time to be prepared to go to war. Like
no way.
Yeah. So the lifetime expectancy of a soldier or a military personnel in Korea, if they choose to attack, is 12 minutes. You have 12 minutes to live. That's it. Because where I was stationed is so it's called Camp Casey. Camp Casey is literally 10 miles south of the North Korean border. So like at nighttime, I can see the lights from the DMZ over the hills on the mountains, and they've got cameras and they've got scopes and mirrors and stuff reflecting on the hill. So if you look up, you can see people up on the hill. Like moving, and it's North Korean officials watching down on the U.S. military, so they can see everything. And so we were doing a raid mission, which is where we go into enemy.
So we were doing a raid mission.
Yeah, we were doing a raid mission.
So they can see everything.
Yeah, so it's nighttime, and so we're doing this raid mission.
Rook.
And so we're going in. It's not really. We didn't cross over the DMZ because it's not legal. So we went right next to the DMZ, and we were preparing to like fight. Like we got alerted. It was a real deal, serious thing. And I can look over, and I can see like North Korean children walking through the little village areas and stuff like that. And if you look over, I can look over my hill, and I can see over this fence, and I can see a minefield. I can see a minefield, literally like not but 200 feet in front of me. And I'm looking at it, it's got a big yellow sign that's in Korean lettering, and it shows a little landmine. So if you cross over that, done. There's no chance.
Sky.
Yeah. Gone. And so I'm sitting here, and I can hear the cries and like of these people that are like doing like either like labor camps or all of these different things, and I can see these kids with these lights in these buildings. So there's not a lot of electricity, so you see. Anything that's lit up, you can see it from miles.
Right.
And so it was super, super scary being part of that because like I could die at any moment right now. And of course, North Koreans don't like the Americans, and so that was probably one of the
big
top
shocker.
10. Yeah, big. That was probably my heart was thumping. That was probably one of the top 10 scariest moments that I've been in. So I've been in about 3.5 years now. By this time, so this upcoming would be 3.5 years, and so I've seen like the shorter period of time. I've seen a lot of shit. But that was probably like top 5 or top 3 like scariest shit that I've seen. So
I don't really remember like hearing about like I don't know Like you ever see you hear a lot about North Korea now, like on YouTube videos and shit like that. You know,
it's always something
be
new.
there.
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine.
12 minutes, bro.
Yeah,
just that resonates.
Yeah,
bro.
Just hearing that. Like
Exactly.
I couldn't imagine standing there and hearing that and just being like, okay,
Your breath was
hearing that and
something
knowing that could be you.
Yeah.
Because like hearing that now, like it's like 12
It's like,
minutes. Like it's still like holy fuck, but you don't. I feel like you wouldn't.
No,
get
it really doesn't hit you. And it's kind of a funny thing to go through that. So there was one night. It was a month. I want to say a month before we went on this raid mission to go and like prepare to go to war. Like we lined up, getting ready to like fire missiles. Call our duty basically. And so it's like 3 a.m, and I'm sleeping, and I wake up to air sirens. To fucking air sirens. So it's like, and the lights in our barracks rooms light up. We have ones at the ends of the hallways, and they're yellow, and they're circular yellow ones, and that is bone chilling. Hearing the air raid sirens. Luckily, it was a false alarm. North Korea was firing rockets in I can't tell if it's somewhere in the Pacific Ocean specifically. They were firing missiles and rockets. They were testing them, and we thought they were coming. They were projecting towards us. So we had our air defense, all that shit. That's why
They were doing that shit on purpose.
Yeah, they were.
That's what I was thinking.
That's the thing. It's a scare tactic. So they'll do all that shit at random time, and that whole thing. We're like, North Korea's going to give America a gift. I don't know if you guys remember hearing all that. Gift, all that shit. So it was a big scare tactic. And so hearing that air siren so close to Christmas time, like literally in December.
in December.
In December. The dead of winter.
That motherfucker Kim Jong-un was fucking
it's intense, man. Like it's heavy. It's heavy.
Would you say that sticks with you more than any other moment in your military career?
At least while in the real military, like the real deal, being in a unit, being in a platoon, like all that shit, like that's hearing the air raid sirens and knowing like all that.
That's
shit
like you're about to get carpet bombed. You're dead.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I appreciate you guys stopping in and watching. This is the first edition of the Dorr Brothers. This will be the part 1. And the next time that we do this, it'll be the part 2. But we're going to leave you guys hanging this time, unfortunately.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I guess that means you guys have to come crawling back to us.
That's funny. Is that all you got to say?
Yeah, that's
really?
all.
That's all?
That's all.
Yeah.
You got anything you want to say? You got anything you guys want to plug?
Yeah.
Instagram?
Instagram.
No.
You don't want to plug your Instagram?
There's no need.
You?
I'm chilling.
You? You?
Keep my Instagram.
You don't want to plug your Instagram?
I don't really.
I'll plug us.
Yeah.
Plug our two. Yeah, damn right. Fuck you guys.
You want to put my
AJD Industries, that's well plugged.
There we go.
Yeah.
Follow AJD Industries.
We'll drop the text.
You guys have a great night. We'll see you guys.
Thank you so much.
Everyone.
Adios.
Goodbye.